Good evening, folks. Welcome back to Ava News. I'm Ava Kester, and today we will talk more about this awful world war we are going through. As you know, this world war has been horrible and unpleasant, and many men have died. Although, we have noticed something different. The Germans, the British, and the French have started digging in their territories, almost as if they were digging a mini canyon type thing. They call them trenches. Here we have Ava to talk about these trenches. That's funny, we have the same name. Thanks, Ava. The Germans are building dry, safe, and comfortable trenches for themselves, with bunkers that actually have electricity and sometimes running water. Here we have Captain Gustave to talk about his strategy.
Thank you.
Tell me, Captain, how did you come to achieve your nice, comfortable trenches?
Well, we like to be comfortable.
Yes, I can see that. I would want to be part of your troops. But life in the trenches still isn't that pleasant, right, Captain? I mean, you were always on the brink of death.
At least we are better than those Britons in French. We like to be comfortable.
Yes. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I think I'll go blast them to pieces.
Now, the British and French were convinced they were never going to be there for that long, so they didn't spend nearly the same effort as the Germans did. Is it my turn yet? Is it? Now we take it to Ava to explain why this is a bad decision. Wait, what? Her name is Ava too? What is going on? Thank you, Ava. The British and French trenches tend to be muddy, wet, and not that safe. Since there is mud and standing water at the bottom of their trenches, it causes their feet to be always wet for months, which is causing infection. Their feet are becoming red and blue and can get so infected they have to be amputated. Their feet swell to 2 or 3 times their normal size and go completely dead. It's called trench foot. You could stick a bayonet in their foot and they wouldn't feel a thing. Oh, that's horrible. But, thanks for summarizing for us, Ava. We now invite Lieutenant Smith to talk about his British troops and Colonel Francois to talk about her French troops. Tell me, Lieutenant Smith and Colonel Francois, I hear you were not doing so well in the trenches.
Well, we never thought that we'd be at war for so long, so we didn't try to make the trenches very stable.
I could have made them stable if I wanted to. I just didn't try.
Sure, I doubt that. She couldn't have made them stable even if she did try.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh. Guys, calm down. Please move on to the next subject. They are always fighting. Thank you, Ava. So, how do you two feel about the diseases your soldiers are getting because of these trenches, such as trench foot?
Trench foot. You'd be lucky if you didn't lose your feet to that terrible disease. I've heard my men cry and even scream with pain.
Oh, yeah? Well, but my men scream louder.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-uh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh. Oh, my goodness, guys, stop.
All right. My men have to wear at least 3 pairs of socks at all times, and they still get trench foot. Their feet have to be dried and even covered with whale oil grease.
Oh, yeah? Well, but my men wear much more whale oil grease than yours.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh.
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 Wait, I wasn't done with the interview! Okay, can I just point out how everyone on this news channel has the same name as me? I mean, do you guys have the same last name too? Oh, I pronounce it Coster. No, it's pronounced Coaster. Whatever, let's keep going. Why don't we talk about the food in the trenches? At the start of the war, soldiers were given a generous ration of meat and vegetables each day. Parcels from home often contained treats like chocolate, sweet biscuits, and tins of sardines. Sardines? Oh. Ew. Sardines were good, and it was a treat to have them. Oh yeah, I totally knew that. Who do you think the smart one is? Anyway, as war went on, food became more limited and unpleasant. Soldiers survived on stale bread, hard and tasteless biscuits, pea soup, and watery stew. Food was never hot, and men often felt hungry. Speaking of hungry, guess who is also hungry? Rats. Rats nibble on dead soldiers and even live ones while they sleep. 1 pair of rats can produce 880 more rats.
can't imagine what family reunions would be like.
They ate the soldiers' rations, but they couldn't shoot them because they wanted to save ammunition. Although, it was almost like they had a sixth sense. Rats would disappear minutes before an enemy attack. And some rats were as large as domestic cats. And no, we didn't just dress up a cat just so it'd be the right size. How lame would that be? You're lame for thinking that. Why don't we cut to commercial break?
Ava News has been temporarily interrupted for a few short messages.
You have this problem. Well, we have a solution. Introducing Buckethead.
Thanks, Buckethead!
Here are some words from some happy customers.
People keep calling me Buckethead. I've never felt so insulted. Thanks, Buckethead.
I've never lost so many friends in all my life. Thanks, Buckethead.
Get yours today. Call 555-555-5555.
And now back to Ava News.
Wait, are we live? Ava, why don't you start us off by talking about the lice in the trenches? Certainly, Ava. Soldiers will get lice, which causes bacteria, which causes trench fever. They will send soldiers with trench fever on a little vacation from the trenches for 12 weeks. It was the only way to get better. That's why I'm here today interviewing a soldier who has trench fever. He is on his way to get out of the trenches. His name is Timmy. Tell me, Timmy, how do you feel?
Bad.
How was life in the trenches?
Bad.
Is the only thing you say?
I guess.
Thank you, Ava. That's enough. Ava, is there anything more about the trenches you want to share? You'll be quite surprised to know that soldiers do get really bored in the trenches. A lot of time is spent sitting, cleaning tools, and being scared to death that battle is going to start any minute. Soldiers are given free time in the afternoon to rest, pick lice out of clothing, and write letters home. A soldier would write a letter saying that he hasn't been killed yet. If they were lucky, some even got to play cards to relax. Fascinating stuff, Ava. Thank you, Ava. Alright, folks, that concludes this edition of Ava News. I'm Ava Kester, and don't forget to put the pancakes in the oven.